competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go.
You represent when we come to your downset. Getting with the business when I come from Kansas City, hit Manila to the Clippers, out to India. Visit Puerto Rico, is this wizard? Bring my people back to Venice. LA got the people saying, Moscow saying, España.
All right, fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go. All right, let's wrap it up. Feel free to hang around and take some shots. And don't forget, meet the film at noon.
Brasil. Aí, Nba2k, Laboratório Fantasma. É nóis. Assim,
os manos no posto, trampando a contragosto, feliz ou oposto. Aposto que sei da dureza, que é a tristeza, deformando o seu rosto. Se carros falassem, talvez o mundo escutasse, olhar no impasse, olhasse, limpasse, brilhavam vocês. Juro, pras minas no fronte, que cor pra contar tem de monte, é tipo uma fonte dela, de fronte, ela, sonho, um novo horizonte,
Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go.
You ain't got what it takes to do it like me. Get your hands up in the game or you can sightsee. Waiting for a handout, this ain't that right league. Spend so much time out here balling, it's my wifey. These are what I live, I breathe, I sleep, my dreams are lavish. Went from check to check to check the balance. I press, I bet you flop, you all theatric. I'm mostly savage, gambling, take advantage. I'm here to ball while you call off work. When that top jump back, what I call off vert. Before I hit my context, check my call off first. See if I can make a play to get it all off merge. Woo! Let an animal loose. My separation off finesse, I'm just preparing to shoot. Or I can put you on the stage, breaking ankles and news, saying this is what they pay me to do. I don't think you're trying to get rich. You don't want it. You ain't really trying to get rich. You don't want it. Get rich. I don't think you want it. Get rich. What's that on that beat?
All right, let's get to a hoop. We got to be better at knocking down open shots. All right, let's wrap it up. Feel free to hang around and take some shots. And don't forget, meet in the film room at noon.
Now let's get it all in perspective. For all y'all enjoyment, a song y'all can step with. Y'all appointed me to bring rap justice, but I ain't 5-0, y'all know it's Nas, yo. Then a whole lot of only describe us as soldier survivors. Stay laced in the best, well dressed with finesse in the white tee, looking for wifey, thug.
There is nothing like it anywhere, and I mean anywhere else in the world. All-Star festivities at its finest. Hi everyone, Kevin Harlan here with my partners Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Let's get it on in the Foot Locker three-point contest. It takes a steady hand and a keen eye and an even steadier nerve to survive this competition.
Well, right next to me, I've got somebody who knows a thing or two about winning this event. So tell us what it takes to do just that, Steve.
Well, I did win the event once, Clark, in '97, and it really is a matter of finding a rhythm. The game comes so fast, the shots are coming one after the other. You've got to get into a groove, get into a rhythm, and then just let it ride.
So here's Durant now. He has 60 seconds to make as many shots from behind the arc as he can.
And there are 25 balls total, 5 racks with 5 balls in each of them. And of course, the last ball of every rack is the money ball, counting for double.
And guys, by my math, that adds up to a maximum of 30 points, which has never been done. But who knows? We'll see if one of these guys can get on an unprecedented roll.
5 points now. Six. 2 racks to go. He misses his 4th straight, his 5th consecutive miss. He's up to 7. He's got 9. Points on the board. He gets to the 10-point mark for the round. That's far below what he's capable of doing when he's on his game.
Well, we kept waiting for that point where he'd get hot and rattle off a few in a row, but it just never came.
Here we go with Damian Lillard. Makes his first there. 2 points. Can't get the money ball. 3 down. Now with 4. Gets the money ball. 7 points. Now 8 points. Just 2 points there. He won't be happy with that. 9 points. He's got 10. Down to the final rack. And that puts him in first place. Not just 13. He completes the round with 13 points. I'd say a solid showing from him.
There were a few ups and downs, but overall it turned out to be a fairly decent round.
Yeah, I'd give him kind of a B+ for that one. You know, you hope for more, but it probably lived up to a reasonable expectation for him.
So it's Klay Thompson ready to start here.
You can't let misses get to you here. There's no time to feel sorry for yourself. Shoot, 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 and shoot some more.
Yeah, no question. The clock's ticking. You got to forget about your misses. You can't change anything that's behind you. Focus on the next shot and keep moving.
He's got 8. Now 9 points. He's missed all 3 money balls so far. That's 6 points left on the table. 10 points on the board. Second place. 4 money balls, 4 misses. That hurts. 12 for him. In the end, it's a 12-point round for him. I think he'll benefit from some of the pretty poor scoring out of the other players.
Well, I think the biggest thing was he missed the money balls. You know, this is a good shooter, but, you know, he went 0 for 5 on those money balls, which cost him 10 potential points. That's just too much to overcome.
And so we'll see Wesley Matthews.
You know, Wes Matthews, Kevin, out of Marquette, had a really solid career there, but was undrafted. A player who really solidified himself as a quality NBA talent. I mean, a tough defender. He's a pretty good shooter, can handle it. I mean, there's not anything he doesn't do reasonably well.
You remember his dad, Wes Matthews, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I remember, those Wisconsin teams cost me a Big Ten championship. Cost us a Big Ten title back in 1980, and Wes Matthews was the culprit. He was the catalyst for knocking us off twice in those games.
I am sorry I brought that up.
Yeah, you knew what you were doing.
I know I did
knew what
not.
you were doing. Yeah, you knew what you were doing.
Steve, help me out here. He's got to have at least 10.
He's got to be feeling very confident about his chances here. Well, at this point, he's in the finals. He's moved into third.
He's tied for second, tied for first. 14 points is his total as the round comes to a close. He turned in a pretty good round right there, don't you think?
Kevin, I think he'd be real pleased with that score. I mean, it can always be a little bit higher, but that was plenty good.
Yeah, I agree, Clark. He's probably happy with it, not ecstatic, but, you know, he did his job and put up a pretty good number.
So it's J.J. Redick ready to go.
The hardest thing for a shooter might be just maintaining that same level of concentration through all 5 racks.
Yeah, I think it is the hardest thing, Clark, because you're just not used to taking 25 shots in 1 minute. I mean, nobody does that. Even in practice, you know, you don't really do it that way. So it's a very foreign feeling when you're out there, and you've got to maintain that focus.
6 more points to stick around.
Good rack right there. 4 points total. 10 points on the board.
Nice stretch here for Redick.
2 more points to stick around. That one ties him up for third.
Nice finish. Well done.
Matches the best score right there.
And with that shot, he moves into sole possession of first place. He's on top. A total of 17 points that he'll take away from that round. I'd say he handled that round pretty well, guys.
Well, the key was, Kevin, he took 6 out of a possible 10 points from the money balls. And those are huge points. You've got to take advantage of them, and he did.
And here we go with Freak. As the final shooter in this round, he knows just what he has to do here. And he just needs 14 points here to move on.
Yeah, he's got it in him. I mean, it's going to require a pretty good effort out of him, but it's right there for him.
He needs 8 points more to move on.
Seven more points and he'll move on.
He comes away with 4 points on that rack. Up to 10 now.
He needs 3 more points.
That's 5 straight. He's getting on a roll.
Well, he's starting to get it going.
And he's made all 3 money balls. Yes. It's all tied.
And that pushes him all the way to the #1 spot.
Couldn't finish it off, but still put up an impressive numbers. The round ends, and he's got 19. His stroke looked terrific in that round, guys.
Well, the way he closed out the round was the most important and the most impressive thing. I mean, he just caught fire at the right time and really turned in an impressive performance.
Arthur's got the best score in the qualifying round, guys. I'll bet he's excited for the finals.
Well, one thing I think we can say is that this contest is there for the taking. It's wide open. There's no clear-cut favorite in the finals here.
Yeah, it sure looks that way after what we saw in the qualifying round. These guys are very evenly matched.
So it's Klay Thompson ready to start here. He's got 24 seconds here to put up as many points as he can. 4 points. And so we'll see Wesley Matthews. 24 seconds back on the clock. Can he do better? He doesn't need much. He has to feel confident here. Makes his first there. That's 2. 3 down.
Good rack for him there.
6. That's 7. 8 points. And so we'll see Wesley Matthews. And Wes Matthews often in the top 10 in three-point shooting, Steve.
Yeah, he shoots a very good percentage for his career, and it's not something that was expected when he came out of Marquette. You know, Clark talked about it a little bit. He's just a guy who was really self-made, particularly his jump shot. And it's become a big weapon for him.
You know, this is really a very unique experience for the participant. You're on your own out there. Nobody can help you. And every eye in the arena is focused on you.
You're right, Clark. It's totally different from a regular game. You're the only person out there. You're firing shots left and right. It's different, and you have to adapt to that different experience and make it your own if you're going to win.
He's got his rhythm now. Wes Matthews locked in.
Really poor.
That's 5 in a row. He better get it together.
A little bump of a slump here.
The wheels are coming off. That's 7 straight misses. He completes the round with 13 points. I'd say a solid showing from him.
Well, we all know how important the money balls are in this event, and he hit 4 out of 5 of them. That's very good work.
So it's J.J. Redick ready to go.
J.J. Redick, a terrific shooter, shot over 40% from distance in his career at Duke. And in the NBA, that accuracy has continued. A player who has to be accounted for at all times.
One way to ensure success in this event, as we've learned, Steve, is by hitting those money balls. Those give you a nice jolt of momentum.
Yeah, that's really the key. I mean, if you can knock down all 5 money balls, you really don't even have to shoot a high percentage, and you can still come out on top.
5 more points to tie it up. Money ball, no good. That's 4 misses in a row. 4 more points, and it's tied. He's got 10. One last rack remains.
3 more points will tie it.
Now with 11. That gives him 12. Notches 13. And he's got 15 points when the round ends. That was a nice piece of shooting we saw from him out there.
Yeah, even if he didn't set things completely on fire, it's still a fine score. I mean, what did you take away from it, Steve?
Well, you know, it wasn't his best, but he gutted out a pretty decent round when he didn't have his best stuff, and that's the sign of an excellent shooter there.
And here we go with Freak. We've reached the climax. He's got one last shot to go home with the trophy.
Somehow he made it through to the finals, shooting a score in the first round that usually isn't going to get you close to qualifying.
Yeah, he's got some of the other guys to thank for that. It was an ugly round for quite a few players, but maybe this round will tell a different story.
Off to a terrific start.
6 points away from the win. 11 on the board.
4 more points to win it.
Now to 15. That'll do it. That's good. You're looking at the winner right there, folks. The rest is gravy.
Masterful performance.
Boy, I love the flow, the confidence he's shown here, and the fans loving it too.
And he wasn't able to finish that last rack. 18 points for him when all is said and done. He was really enjoying himself out there that time, guys.
Yeah, an ideal start for him, nailing every ball off that first rack, and that really took a lot of pressure off of him for the rest of the round.
And we've reached the finish line of the Foot Locker three-point contest. All our competitors gave it their best shot, but one man was head and shoulders above the rest. This year's champion, Slim.
What a commando performance by our champion. Once he got rolling, the only question was, who's getting second?
Yeah, to paraphrase Larry Bird way back, who's going to get second? That's exactly right. And I'll tell you what, Clark, he deserves all the credit in the world. To come out on top against a field like that, that's sensational.
And from all of us here at 2K Sports, we're thrilled to have brought you this year's three-point contest. This is Kevin Harlan, along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, saying so long and thanks for watching. "2K Sports" bringing you all of the NBA's top flight talent. That's right, this year's All-Star Game. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. And here are the East All-Stars now.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on. Greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
Pushing it up. Here's Lillard. Second chance shot. And James with the layup.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Rose kicks to Anthony. The pass to Gasol. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Bledsoe dishes to Davis. Here's Durant. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Okafor's checked in. Monroe comes in for Pau Gasol. Paul George, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And John Wall subbed in for Rose. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Marc Gasol's checked in for Anthony Davis. Kawhi Leonard comes in for James. Thompson, he's checked in for Eric Bledsoe. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Damian Lillard. There's the pick. Leonard draws the double. Here's Gasol. It's hauled in by George.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And Wall kicks to Okafor. Takes it from 10. Connects. The jumper drops. And it's a tie ball game.
He can be a matchup nightmare if he can get it in the paint.
Outside Leonard. Thompson outside. Thompson, a screen on Wall. 6 on the shot clock. Leonard against George. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Here's Arthur. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Here's the teardrop. And Westbrook gets it to go. Westbrook's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Left side, George. Monroe. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Westbrook kicks to Gasol. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. Clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
A great event unfolding. 1 quarter of basketball already played. And welcome back, everyone, to this year's coverage of the NBA All-Star Game.
And, guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action never disappoints.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
On the court right now as the second quarter starts for the West All-Stars. Griffin is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's LeBron James. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's Lillard in at the point. Davis sets a screen. Up top, Bledsoe. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Bledsoe. James has got his second basket of the night.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
James, the pass to Davis. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Davis for 2.
James has got 4 assists in the game.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Passes to Arthur. And there's the feed to Anthony. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Here's Bledsoe, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Bledsoe's got the lead up to 4 now for the West All-Stars.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Tries it from 9. No good from Irving. And so here are the West All-Stars. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Pass to Davis. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Davis has gone 80% from the field, 4 of 5 shooting. Outside Irving. Here's Arthur. Off target from 3-point range. And it's the West All-Stars ball. They're on a 9-1 run. Lillard outside. Fires top of the key. And it's Lillard again missing. Here's Arthur. And the 3 off target.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
James. Here's Bledsoe. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Outside Irving. Right wing. There's the 3. And he nails it. The 3-pointer falls from Arthur. Arthur's got 9.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Irving against Lillard. LeBron James on the wing. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. LeBron's got the lead back up to 6 now for the West All-Stars.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance Pack.
A big group substitution here for the East. Okafor's checked in. Saul comes in for Carmelo. George is checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Irving. LeBron's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point land tonight. Now Arthur. He's got 9. Outside, George. Takes the 13-footer. That's good. And here's Westbrook. 1:57 left in the first half. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
Oh, boy. Woo-hoo. Sweet move. Tough finish. What a play.
George gets a screen from Arthur. And George kicks to Gasol. Here's Rose. Money from the wing. 1:31 left in the first half. Outside Leonard. Pass to Towns. The screen from Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Towns dishes to Leonard. Puts one up from 19. And it's Westbrook missing.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
George with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Westbrook with the steal. Here's Durant. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Durant's got 10 points in the game. Outside, George. There's 39 seconds left in the second quarter. Shot clock at 5. Towns comes with a double team. Gasol. No good. Now the West All-Stars the other way. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. They get it back. Outside Leonard. The dish to Thompson. Outside Westbrook. There's the pick. Leonard the pass to Thompson. Offline with his 3. George with the ball. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And welcome back to the second half of the NBA All-Star Game. Always an exciting night of basketball.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this second half.
Yeah, I'm exactly with you there. I think we'll see a little less showmanship and a little...
Here for the East, Monroe's checked in for Bosh. DeRozan comes in for Pau Gasol. Slimmy's checked in for Derrick Rose. And John Wall's subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Then for the West All-Stars, Marc Gasol is checked in for Anthony Davis. Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Harden in for Eric Bledsoe. Arthur, he's in at shooting guard. Monroe is out there with Anthony. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Wall in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. They set the pick. DeRozan against James. Clock at 6. Anthony kicks to Monroe. Ball's knocked loose. Gasol with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. He feeds it to Griffin. To the middle. And there's Marc Gasol on the assist by Harden.
No matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball in the paint.
And it's a big key thus far in this game, Clark, because whenever they've gotten the ball in the paint, good things have happened.
Arthur, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And Lillard gets double teamed. And Harden wide open. He shoots. And he's good on the 3-ball. Harden's got his first 3 points of the game. Outside, Wall. It's Anthony with the drive. From the right block, the shot is good. And the West All-Stars have possession. LeBron outside. Lillard with a screen for James. Harden dishes to James. Takes it from 10. Rebound by Monroe.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Wall attacking. The shot, no good. Fast break, here they come. LeBron's shot is good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Outside DeRozan. No good with the triple.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Picked by Griffin. And Lillard kicks to Gasol. Lillard against Wall. Feeds to Arthur. They double him with LeBron. The kick out to Wall. Dishes to Arthur. It's rebounded by Gasol.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And it's blocked by DeRozan. Outside Anthony. Kicks it to Wall. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. That's tipped. And oh, here we go. DeRozan, nobody back. And he gets the bucket.
And then that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
The drive by James, and that one goes long. Now here's Arthur. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. Well, through 3/4 of... Welcome, everyone, back to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game. A great night of basketball here on 2K Sports.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
And the West All-Stars, looking at who they've got. They've got Anthony Davis. Bledsoe is out there with Thompson. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot. Just 3 to shoot. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Arthur. Arthur's gone 5 of 12 shooting from the floor. Butler against Durant. Thompson passes to Bledsoe. Lets it go from 11, and the jumper is on the mark. And here are the East All-Stars now. Bosch, a screen on Bledsoe. Outside Gasol. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 6 points for Pau Gasol.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Durant dishes to Davis. That drops.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
A decent amount of time left as they try to find a way back into it.
Not time to panic yet, guys.
Yeah, but it will be soon if they don't start cutting into this deficit.
From the left block, hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And it's 6 points for Eric Bledsoe. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the West All-Stars.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long. And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Arthur with it, picked up by Thompson. It's stolen by Davis. Bledsoe against Butler. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Arthur, and here they come. Nobody near Irving. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. At one point, they led by 16.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Paul George, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And West also making a switch. Leonard's checked in. He dishes it to Bledsoe. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. And it's the East with the rebound. Arthur's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
No slowing him down, just some incredible numbers for Arthur 15 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers as well.
This is really production personified from long range.
First free throw is good. So he gets them both. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. And the West All-Stars with possession. 8-point game. And it's Bledsoe off the drive. Thompson from long range. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Gotta be demoralizing. They desperately needed a stop, and instead they give up a triple on an open look.
Bledsoe against Irving. Outside, George. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game. Anthony's checked in for Paul George. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Damian Lillard's checked in for Thompson. Durant drawing the double team. Here's Davis, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Their interior defense has been dismal.
Yeah, they're losing the battle in the paint.
Gasol setting the pick for Anthony. He kicks to Arthur. There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter. So for the West, James comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Klay Thompson in for Eric Bledsoe. Thompson outside. In the corner, it's James. Uncovered. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Get ready for your East All-Star Dance
Anthony kicks to Arthur. A 3. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That one on Thompson.
Arthur. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Wow.
And he sinks the second.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
And so here are the West All-Stars. They lead by 11. Irving against Thompson. And stolen by James. .121 left in the game. That shot wide open. James has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
Irving passes to Gasol. Arthur kicks to Anthony. Good on the three-point shot.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Here's Davis, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Paul Gasol.
Well, how about Anthony Davis in this one? 8 rebounds and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
And he's been standing tall when they needed it.
And so he hits both. 52 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Gasol, a screen on Lillard, and the pass to Gasol. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And this run not really doing them any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Yeah, but kudos to him, Greg. I mean, the fight they're showing now, you got to give them credit for that. Would have been really easy to pack it in.
James, a screen on Irving. Here's Davis. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Arthur. That one rolling around and rims out. The West All-Stars with the ball. Free throw good from Lillard. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. And Clark, they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, I think so. Too cool. I mean, just not forceful enough, not alert or aggressive enough, and sometimes trying to do too much with the basketball.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith in the All-Star Game action now in the books. So let's take a look back at some of the footage from our All-Star Game MVP, LeBron James. He delivered quite a star performance. Not uncommon, as we've seen him have this sort of terrific night many times.
Well, he had fun out there. He also didn't shy away from putting on that flash and pizzazz to make the highlights. I thought he gave the fans a gutsy performance. All the celebrities stopped looking at me and started waving at him. We had a couple of good candidates, but he deserved it.
A tremendous night of shooting the basketball for him tonight. He was nearly 60% from the field. Ernie, 60. That's Shaq-like numbers. Okay, that's Kenny Smith-like numbers. I'm telling you, this guy was outstanding. I love the way he shot it all over the place.
And that'll do it for this year's All-Star Game. Some splendid talent on display tonight. For Shaquille O'Neal and for Kenny the Jet Smith and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm